friends. My name is Jennifer, and this is from Lost to Aligned, and I'm so glad that you have joined me. In this first video, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about me, my story, where I'm at, and what you can expect on this channel. I hope that you will come back every week and work through this journey with me and help to grow a community where we can all help each other because, that really is what it's all about. Okay, so in November 2025, I got laid off after 21 years with the same company. My calendar went empty overnight. And I sat there the next morning and I realized I'd spent 30 years taking care of patients, staff, parents, my family. And I had absolutely no idea who I was when nobody needed anything from me. So if that situation sounds familiar to you, then this is your people. You have met your people. So stay with me. I know who you are. You are the woman who shows up for everybody else. The one who remembers the appointments, handles all the paperwork, keeps everything running. The one people call when things fall apart. And on the inside, you're exhausted. And maybe a little lost, or maybe more than a little. That's what I was. And you cannot even say that out loud because who are you to complain, right? You have so much. You have a beautiful life from the outside looking in. But I see you. I really do see you. What you're feeling right now is not weakness. It's not ingratitude. It is what happens when a woman who has spent years pouring into everybody else finally runs low. So my name is Jennifer. I am you. I spent 10 years in the hospital working as a registered nurse and as a nurse manager. And then I spent 21 additional years in the corporate world. I'm a wife. I'm a mom. I'm a caretaker. I'm a professional, a friend. I show up for everyone and everything and have for the last 3 decades. But here's what most people don't know. In 2022, while I was working, still performing at my job, still showing up for everyone else, I made a quiet decision. I was done waiting for my life to slow down, and I started choosing myself. I didn't start at the gym. I started by standing in front of the mirror. Mascara first. I put on mascara for the first time in a very long time. And not for anybody else, but for me. It made me feel better in that moment. It made me look a little more put together. It made me feel a little more put together. So I put it on, and then honestly, my first thought was, oh my gosh, I hope I don't cry today like I cry most days because I'm going to come out of here looking like a raccoon. But I put it on anyway, and I wore it for the day. Because something in me said, you're still worth showing up for, right? For 3 years, I did the hardest internal work of my life. I worked on my physical health, my mental health, my faith and spirituality. I lost over 90 pounds. I was able to decrease the number of prescription medications that I was on. And I started figuring out who I actually was underneath all the roles, all the labels, and then in November of 2025, when I was kind of coming back up the mountain after 21 years with the same company, I was laid off. And for the first time in my life, I think I was ready. Not ready for my job to end, not ready for that loss to happen, but because I had prepared myself, right? Because I had already asked myself those questions and started doing the work, I was ready. The question of who am I when I don't have to be someone else's everything let me hear. I have to be honest with you. I almost didn't start this channel. The voice in my head was loud. Jennifer, who do you think you are? You're not prepared for this. You're not an expert. Nobody's going to listen to you. And I almost believed that little voice in my head. What stopped me was thinking about you, thinking about my friends and my family, the people that are in my same generation, my same time frame, my same circumstance, about the women who are sitting right now feeling exactly what I felt. And if I had something that might help, if I had figured out a way to start crossing that gap, how could I not show up? How could I not share? So here I am, and I'm glad that you are here too. Every single week, I am going to show up right here for women who are in the middle of a transition, for women who are figuring out what comes next for me, for women who are done putting themselves last. Maybe you just got laid off. Maybe your last kid just left the house. Maybe you retired and realized you have no idea who you are on the outside of your career. Maybe you just have this quiet feeling that something needs to change. All of it? Any of it? Any of those feelings? All of those feelings? Whichever. You belong here. I am not a guru. I am not an expert. I am a woman who is walking this road like right alongside you. I may be a little farther ahead, but it's the same path, right? So right now, I'm building this while also carrying things that I didn't plan for. And I'm not coaching from the other side of a perfect comeback. I am talking to you and working through the process from the middle, from the arena, right? Real talk, real stories, real tools that you can actually use that I use every single week. So before I close, I want to leave you with a question. 3 words that are going to come up again and again on this channel. Is it mine? Apply it to a belief this week, a role, a want that you've been afraid to say out loud. Is it mine? That question is where everything starts. If you've ever felt like you were disappearing inside your own life, if you've ever given so much to everyone else that you forgot what you even like, if you have ever stood at the crossroads and thought, I have no idea what comes next, then you're in the right place. Your next chapter is not behind you. It is right in front of you. And you do not have to figure this out alone, okay? I'm going through it with you. We're going to do it together. So I hope you will subscribe. I hope you will come back every week. Let's do this together. I am so glad that you are here. Drop me a comment. Tell me this. Why don't you tell me this? Where are you in your journey right now? Just one sentence. Tell me where you are. I read every single comment and I will respond. I do plan on having a new video each week. If they're helpful, please subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up. And I look forward to going on this journey with you and growing together. I'll see you next week.